I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there was one in LA though, but like I couldn't think about
Hello. How you doing, sir? I see you wearing that vest, sir. You wouldn't mind if I asked you just a few questions about the event? So, you're supposed to be a police liaison, right?
Yeah.
Now, what exactly does that mean? Are you working for the government, or are you just an informant?
Oh, I'm like a informant. Basically, it's like if something bad was going wrong, like something wrong within the march, was like report to the police.
Oh, okay. Oh, so the police, they are putting this event on, I see, along with the city and I mean this whole event is it's controlled by the government. It's controlled by the city. I mean, so far I haven't seen any talk about how the government has a human trafficking network. They bring in the drugs, and they also employ child rapists and you know, the rest of the federal government. I mean, there's no talk about Jeffrey Epstein here. There's no talk about real abuses of women and children. I just thought I'd let you know that, if anything. Anyway, just thanks for agreeing to this interview, and have a good day, sir. Peace and God bless.
Volunteer marshals or monitors, depending on what you want to call them.
Yes, sir.
We're trying to keep people on the parade route. We're trying to prevent any groups that may want to try and lead the crowd off to do vandalism, and we're going to guard the stage to only allow recognized speakers up on the stage, and try and prevent any organized groups that may want to take over the mic.
Like
that's about it.
Like extremists or anything that might.
Extremists that have their own agenda. That, you know,
I see.
It's a coalition that put the speakers list together, and it's a careful balance. And I couldn't even tell you their names, but
yeah,
you know, we're just trying to keep the stage from being attacked.
Well, yeah. Well, thank you, sir.
Sure.
God bless.
Roller? Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is David Dauterive from the Louisiana Militia, attending the Women's March 2018 in the city of New Orleans, Duncan Plaza. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this vest. Well, I was pulled aside while I was attempting to film and offered to be a volunteer to help work the crowd and such. I asked them, can I still operate my camera? And they said that was all right. So for today, I'm going to be somewhat playing an asset of the government, but since they told me I can still operate my camera, I'm still going to point out that this entire event is put on by the police and put on by the city of New Orleans. I see everybody going around handing out communist sexism propaganda, but nothing about the Constitution for the United States. Nothing about how the government brings in most of the drugs, traffics most people or most persons, and runs the biggest child sex trafficking network. No mention of Jeffrey Epstein, how him and the rest of the elite, including the Democrats, Jeffrey Epstein and the rest of the government handlers have so much blackmail information on them. But no mention of this, no mention in the media that Donald Trump and the Democrats, along with all the Republicans, are in fact guilty of treason, like this document says. This isn't David Dauterive. This is what the law says. And that this event could not take place in front of City Hall and have all the funding necessary to go with it without the levers of power and about the components of the government. So what I call for is lawful action of a crowd this size one day in front of the Federal Reserve Bank and actually protesting issues that really matter. I mean, women's rights and human rights. But what about child trafficking rights? What about the opioid crisis? We all know that the opioid crisis is caused by the wars abroad, especially in Iraq and Afghanistan. Afghanistan traffics 90% of the world's heroin, which winds up in the hands of the American people. Now, the cartel work for the DEA, the child CPA, that traffics more children than it protects. The Environmental Protection Agency contributes more to pollution than actually protecting the environment. So every one of these institutions I just named are criminal against this current government. So I call upon all the people of the United States to take lawful action and to say that this government can't stand, because this document says if the government gets out of control, it is the right and duty of the people to alter or abolish this government. And this is David Dauterive from the Louisiana Militia signing off, saying peace and God bless. You can see the march beginning to commence. The police are already shutting down the streets. This entire event is put on by the city in coordination with the police. He's obviously reserved, or he's full-time, I don't know. His hair's not in regulation. Just the beginning. Here they come. There's our clowns in costume, acting in a criminal manner, shutting down the streets, shutting off the streets in the United States. Communist pink is the new communist red. Brought to you by George Soros, the rest of the treasonous government. The same people that fund this would fund a Confederate march. Same money, same trust funds. This thing is massive. I'm attempting to stay in front of it. I don't want to be caught behind it. I'm going to continue to move with it. See that? Today and today alone, I'm contributing to this tyrannical police state. This is a blueprint for martial law. We know that the Constitution has been suspended and that we're living under continuity of government. And that every single solitary government official on a federal level is guilty of treason. Again, not one person in this crowd has passed out a constitution or any
any form of pro-common law, pre-constitution. Nothing about the founding stock of our country, the founding document, how the founding document would guarantee equality for all. Communist chant we heard in Richmond and various other parts of the country. Again, this thing is way too big and way too organized to have to not be put on by the police. I asked that gentleman a minute ago if he would let me use his megaphone. He politely declined. Said, no, we just want to keep it people chanting, getting the crowd together. He didn't want me to make a statement, but it's all right. It's set up like a festivity. People feel like it's more of a party. They're really getting something done, but nothing happens. This thing's pretty huge. Here come the feds. The government informant-led crowds are now at an elevated position in the French Quarter of New Orleans. In this segment of the video, we're going to get an idea of how long and how big the crowd is.
We don't need a law. Healthcare for all.
That's the beginning of it. See, I'm not playing around here. Neither are they. This is massive. This is massive. Where's our republic? Where is our republic? You get the idea how big it is. I'm going to attempt to stay in front of it.